Hello class, my name is Justin Sanchez and we are the Buttons for Breath. Our mission was to set out to help the Amazon rainforest with its recent fires that caused massive destruction. We did this by custom making 1-inch buttons whose artwork was designed in-house by our own team member Jack Miller. We then pursued a cause-related strategy when marketing and selling these buttons both on and off campus. We made sure that people knew that every dollar they gave was to directly benefit the cause of the fires in the Amazon rainforest. The idea of selling pins was that people would purchase these pins and then proudly display them on their backpacks, their clothing, whatever it might be, in support of these fires, showing their contribution to what they did and how they helped. We believe that this would mainly target millennials and younger females in the school because it seems those who care most about the environment. And we ended up being correct, and it was a very successful project.
Hi guys, I'm Carly, and today I will be talking to you a little bit about our team and the members of our team and what our projected customers are. The first person is Justin, our team leader. We have Matt and Jacob doing sales with e-commerce and promotion strategists, and then we have Drake and Selena as our data analysts, and then I helped with the design, and then we have Jake that's our graphic designer. We thought that we were going to sell most of our pins on campus to students, to people in our class. However, with the population of 25,894 students at Cal Poly Pomona, we still didn't find a lot of people that were interested in buying our pins because they felt that they could have spent their money elsewhere. Even though they liked the concept of helping and giving back to the Amazon rainforest, they still felt that it wasn't worth their $2. And therefore, we changed our concept a little bit and we went out of the campus and we sold to friends, family that were more interested. We ended up selling to mostly women that were around the age of like 18 to 40 years old, and then there were some men, but however, men are often scared that they're too unmasculine and they're too feminine if they are going to help out something that's green or something that's going to help the environment. Makes them less masculine, which makes it harder for charities or non-profit organizations to be able to encourage people to help the world more. Throughout the whole process, we found that our product was unique and it was different. Therefore, it made it a little easier to still be able to sell our pins, and that other people were still interested. It was just not people that were on our campus because they were still like the younger age or the one that wasn't making enough money to give back to a donation or a charity. And we felt that there was not a lot of competition, and that we were still successful in being able to sell our pins.
Hello class, my name is Jacob. I'm with Buttons for Breath, and we're going to be talking about the SWOT analysis portion of this marketing project. The goal of SWOT analysis is to identify the internal strengths and weaknesses of your firm and compare that to the external opportunities and threats of the environment. Our internal strengths include the cause that our buttons represent, which is helping the rainforest, and the fact that we need oxygen to breathe. The leadership provided by our group leader with experience in leading and a good track record of success. The design element of our product, which shows exactly how skilled our team is as far as art. And then the social value and the psychological value is also a strength of the product that we can use to sell it. Our internal weaknesses include lack of sales experience, because not many of us have done too many sales, and some of us are shy and not sure how to approach people and push our product. Utility of the product is also another weakness. Not everyone has use for a button. Another weakness is that we cannot reach the global market because we're unable to ship it, because the expense of shipping is much greater than the cost of the product and the profit margin. External opportunities include things like the fires are current, people are talking about them, and so there's a sense of urgency created for them to do what they can to help the cause. Students also have backpacks, which is a good place to place the pins and the buttons. Also, our target market, which is primarily women ages 18 to 35, I believe, can be found on campus. Some external threats include a very small time frame to sell the buttons before the event is no longer current and people are no longer concerned about the Amazon rainforest because the fires have been put out. Also, many college students struggle financially and may not be in a position to donate to a cause. After using the SWOT analysis, we can now come up with a competitive advantage and a strategy for entering the market. So a big cost advantage is that we don't have to pay for the buttons to be designed. We have the talent on our team. And for how we should enter the market, the biggest note from the SWOT analysis should be that we should sell them quick while the event is still current and relevant.
Hi, my name is Matt Reynaga, and I'll be going over the marketing goals and objectives for the Buttons for Breath group. To begin, the Buttons for Breath group was initially formed over a shared interest in the preservation of the Amazon rainforest, over the last few months of which had seen great tragedy from wildfire, which had resultantly burned a pretty big portion of the land. Because of this, Buttons for Breath's major marketing goals were to 1. Contribute to the health of the Amazon rainforest through donations to the Rainforest Trust, as well as spread a message of awareness through our custom buttons in order to educate others on the importance of both the Amazon and its impact on the globe. In order to reach these marketing goals, our primary marketing objectives were to 1. Donate a minimum of $50 to the non-for-profit organization Rainforest Trust, as discussed earlier, between the months of August and December, as the scope of our group was restricted to these timeframes, as well as covering our incurred costs of $30 between the months of August and December, so that any losses were avoided.
Hi guys, it's Selena, your data analysis, also Aquarius and a dog mom. Anyways, I'll be talking today about our marketing strategies and our mix that we use for our product. So we want to start off with our target market. Our target market was pretty much anyone and everyone who wants to contribute. But all the data we collected was women, mostly women who were aged from 18 to 30 years old. We found that studies shown that women are more prone to contribute to charitable causes. The product that we use today is the pin. The simple pin of a picture of, as you see, its lungs and inside a tree. So this means we're contributing to the rainforest, as you know that we receive oxygen from nature, from trees, from rainforest. Also, we wanted to contribute our causes to the rainforest, the Amazon rainforest, because we, as you know, a couple of months ago, it was burning in acres and acres. So we thought that using this cause would help the rainforest and its foundation. And also, we were selling it at $2 each. We found that as the most reasonable price that most people will be willing to pay for. We use strategies such as pretty much we try to do through social media, through friends, through associates, through family, and even work. Sometimes we would try to contact people on our campus who are willing to contribute. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Drake Wright, and I am part of the Buttons for Breath group, where we decided to make pins to sell to our customers to benefit the Rainforest Trust organization, which is dedicated to donating the money that they earn to the Amazon rainforest, which has recently been devastated by fires, as we have seen in the news. Here we have a closer look at the pin that we decided to sell. It was designed by our graphic designer, Jack Miller, and it is a pair of lungs sitting on top of the earth to symbolize that the Amazon rainforest are the lungs of the earth because it is the largest producer of oxygen that we have. When it comes to the features of our product, it is a 1-inch diameter round pin with a standard pin back that we decided to go with Wacky Buttons, an online company that makes custom buttons. So here we can see we have a screenshot of their homepage with the options that they have for the pin backs. And as I said, we did decide to go with the standard pin back because it was the easiest one. When considering the competition that we had for our 1-inch buttons, the retailer that came to mind was Hot Topic, because commonly at their registers, they do sell 1-inch buttons that are sold for $1.50 each and is advertised as 2 for $3 compared to our buttons being sold for $2 each. The buttons that Hot Topic sells commonly have popular characters or phrases that people can put on their clothing or their backpacks. They're very similar in price to what we were selling. Ours were a little bit more because it is for a donation to the Rainforest Trust. And I feel like people would be more likely to purchase ours because it's not just something that is aesthetically pleasing and looks good, but it is something that has meaning and has a message behind it because it is for a donation to the Rainforest Trust. When it comes to our distribution and sales strategy, for our sales strategy, we really wanted to lean into the fact that 100% of the profits from the sales of our custom buttons were going to be going to the Rainforest Trust in order to benefit the Amazon rainforest. So with this being our marketing tactic, we really wanted the customers to know that they were donating to a charity, and the plus was going to be that they were going to be receiving a custom button. So this not only made it a really cool item for our customers to purchase, but it became a badge for them to wear that demonstrates that they were donating to a good cause. And in regards to our distribution, the majority of our sales were done in person. We did, however, have some online advertisements that we made. And from the inquiries that we received, they were hand delivered since none were required to be shipped. So all of the distribution were delivered or purchased directly in person.
Hello again, class. I will now be going over the sales, evaluation, and control of this project. So sales-wise, I believe we performed quite well. We manufactured 100 buttons and we sold 88 of them, being a sell-through rate of 88%. At $2 a piece, which we sold them for, we made $176 in revenue, and then it only costed us $20 to produce these pins. Mind you, it was cheaper because we had our artwork done in-house by Jack Miller. Also, the cost of $8.34 to have them shipped, leaving us a total cost of $28.34. And when we deduct those costs from our revenue, it left us a profit of $147.66, or 83.9% profit margin, which we are very proud of. So overall, as a cohesive team, we did well selling these. We're proud of what we did, and we did learn some things along the way, being that in a cause-related strategy, you need to act quick. People quickly begin to either forget or not care about, the issue anymore, and in this case, being the fires. We saw that in the beginning, it was very easy to sell these pins. People were very relevant because the fires were all over the news and all over the media, so people were buying these pins up. After a week or two went by and media coverage started to cover other things, we began to lose demand. Demand began to drop off, and we were left with 12 pins unsold. And those 12 pins were done in the final weeks of the project. So we learned that, for cause-related strategies when selling items like this, in the short term, it's a boom. So you're really, really able to sell in the short term, but versus the long term, demand is going to drop off. So one of the most important things for this project was the control of inventory. The fact that we only ordered 100 pins at first was fantastic because we were left with only a 12% inventory left, which is not too bad. If we would have gotten a little eager and maybe ordered 200 pins, we could have been, out of the money at this point. It would have costed us, too much money, and we would have had too many pins left over in the long run.